Alrighty, everybody. I'm so sorry. I got home from work and was starving and stuffed my face with some chicken and then went out and mowed the yard. And it took me a little longer to mow the yard because it's like 150 degrees outside right now. So thank you all for waiting while I rinsed off in the shower and cleaned myself up. Um, okay. I didn't know if the wife was going to be bashing in with all the kids in the house when I was in the middle of my live or not. But yeah, so she took the kids out for sushi and frozen yogurt. Like what a weird ass combination. Just saying. What's up, ATK? Hey, did you get your package yet from me? From the Galwin last week? Did you happen to get that yet? Or are you like me and don't get the mail till freaking 5 o'clock in the evening? That shit sucks. I hate that. Ugh. Let's see who all's here. Let me see who all's here. Let me scroll back. I'm glad that y'all talked amongst yourselves while I was sweating my ass off on the lawnmower. Let's see, Gonzo's here. What's up? There's Ed. Ed, please tell me you're stuck around. I know. I'm what? Almost 20 minutes late. Oh, that's the worst. Has G-Ball, well, other than the one time that G-Ball did not show, um he and I might be going for records here, competing who can not show up for their lives on time. Pretty Fly, how you doing? There's the lovely wife. Thank you for having the kids out of here while I do this. It makes it so much easier without all the noise and distraction. Dopey in the house, working and lurking. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Neil, hello. How are you? Everybody saying hey to each other. I think he has pulled a Maddie. He's on the shitter. Nope. It wasn't on the shitter. It was mowing the yard. Ugh. Good thing I didn't have to take a shit while I was mowing the yard. It was miserable, and I was so close to getting done, and I was like, I'm dying. I wanted to go get a drink and take a siesta. Ha 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 ha. I love the emojis put in there, and that's cool. There he sits, broken-hearted, and went to shit and only farted. That's good. That's good. Well, thank you all for waiting. Like I said, appreciate it. It's been a busy week. Yeah, Ed, it was too hot for yard work. I'm eating ice cream. Yeah, I had put it off. I was supposed to do it Tuesday, and then I was supposed to do it Thursday, and then it's Friday. And I'm like, I better get my ass to it, or it ain't gonna get done. And the neighbors are gonna bitch and moan and complain because our grass was getting to about 2 feet tall. In some areas. So yeah, it needed mowed really, really bad. Really freaking bad. Too wet here. Yeah. We actually, this has probably been where I live, this has probably been our driest week in a while. The last like 2.5 months, we've had at least 3, if not 4 days of decent amounts of rain every single week. 4 out of 7 days it rained. Like guaranteed, solid, good amounts of rain spread out fairly well throughout the week, every week for like the last 9 to 12 weeks. I mean, it's just we've been good with rain this spring, summer. So this has been probably our driest week. So Hopefully we get some rain. I've really not looked at the forecast, which is bad because I'm riding the bike to work and I just not, it's not normal for me to not check the weather. Uh, if anything, I've kind of been like, if I get off of work after lunch in the afternoons and it rains, who the hell cares? It's 100 degrees outside, 100 to 110 degrees outside. I'll get rained on at that point. I don't care. I'm going home. I can put on clean clothes. At least it'll cool me off. You're pitching a tent in your freezer in between the pizzas and ice cream, Neil. oh, oh. Yeah, if it rained right now, well, not right now because I'm doing my live, but like if it rained outside and not during my live in the afternoon, I'd grab a freaking chair and go sit my ass out in the yard and just yeah, it's that freaking hot. Papa Rhino, how you doing, sir? Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you. All right, let me skip a bunch. I think I got Mimo, Michael's in the house, and Dwayne Letterman. All right, so yesterday, did y'all know that? And I popped on Facebook yesterday evening and today this morning on a quick little break. The Vostede Mayhem dropped yesterday. And let me tell you what happened. The wife doesn't want me buying any more pocket knives. She wants me to cut back. Should I cut back? Should I, guys? Should I cut back on buying the pocket knives? I really don't buy that many pocket knives compared to a lot of y'all. Some of y'all have gotten some really big scores over the last month or so. Yeah. So no. So yesterday the Vostede Mayhem dropped at 11 a.m. Eastern time, my time, and my preference was to purchase one from White Mountain Knives. So I logged in. I was home. I had the day off. She does ask nicely. I will give her that. But quit interrupting me. I'm trying not to look at the chat and be able to complete the story without it being an hour long. So, because I have a bad habit of doing that. So I logged on to White Mountain Knives, went to, and the wife was sleeping in because she had worked late the night before. Wednesday night she worked late, so she was sleeping in. Wanted to make sure she got to do that because it's nice for her to do that every once in a while. And that way also I could kind of somewhat secretively make this purchase without her seeing. Just let her sleep. Just let her sleep. Maddie does not buy just $25 knives. Maddie has a pretty nice collection of some knives that cost much, much more than $25. Much, much more than $50. I don't think some of y'all realize the knives that Maddie has in his collection, his how many he's purchased that are above $100, $150. Maddie has some really nice higher end knives. He used to be like that. He used to have, be in that more budget sub $50 category, and that was the bulk of his stuff. But yeah, see, Papa knows. He knows. So he's got an Arius and he's got an Evo, and I mean he's got a number of things. He's got a number of really nice ones. So you can't say that about Maddie anymore. Sorry. Yeah, right. Shh, they are $25 knives. Right. Um, so oh, there's Cody. Oh, the kids are getting home. They are home. The wife is home. All right. Hey, I'm live. Close the door, please, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. Be quiet, or I kill you. Silence! I kill you. So so I went to make the purchase on White Mountain Knives, and yeah, I doubt Katie's watching me. Why would she watch me? And the the website, it didn't freeze or anything.
Hi.
There's the wife. She got home, so it didn't freeze or anything. It's just I was logged in to my account, had it right to the page just a minute before, clicked to add to cart, at almost right, it must have been like a handful of seconds after 11 o'clock hit, and threw it in the shopping cart, went to checkout, had my information already pre-filled, so it was just boom, 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 and then went click to purchase, click to order, and it wouldn't let me. It said that it was out of stock. Did not have enough quantity to sell to me. So I was like, what the? I mean, it's like it hasn't. By the time I clicked purchase, complete my order, it had been maybe about 70 seconds, 70 to 80 seconds that they had been available to purchase. And I was like, what? It's like, no, my heart sank. I felt so flustered with anger and tears and sadness and despair. I was totally like freaking the hell out. Like, what is going on? And so I refreshed the page, took it out of my cart, added it back in. Like, I did all the little things that you would do to try to get it to go through and make the purchase, and it still kept telling me I couldn't make the purchase because there weren't enough to be one to be sold to me. So yeah, I didn't get one through White Mountain Knives, so I had to fall back and go to the Vosteed website because I knew that they don't charge tax and do free shipping. So I ordered it straight from Vosteed's website and was still able to get the one that I want. I got the full titanium, not the all black dude. I got full titaniums and satin, the uncoated blade, Warncliffe. Y'all know I like my Warncliffes. So I did get one. I just didn't get to get it through White Mountain Knives. I had to order it straight from Vosteed. So who knows when they're going to be able to get mine shipped and how long it's going to take before it gets to me. Who knows? Who knows? I've actually never purchased directly from Vosteed's website. And come to think of it, this might be my first Vosteed knife. But yeah, sweet knife. I checked it out at Blade Show. Really, really stoked about it. Was waiting. It got added to my list ASAP. And yeah, finally, they dropped it, and I was able to get one of their first runs. So people are probably going to get theirs before I get mine, but it is what it is. Here is another knife that I got from, I'm going to kind of try to cover up my info so I don't dox myself here. But I did order about a week ago from White Mountain Knives. They're still my favorite. I'm not butthurt about them. There's nothing they can do. If they only had 20 of them, then they only had 20 of them, whatever. But I did get a knife last week, a budget-friendly knife from a company that typically doesn't do super budget-friendly knives. So this is interesting. So this is an unboxing. I got a Finch knife. Now, the only Finch that I have, and I know and I agree with a lot of y'all, Finch does feel just a little bit on the high end of price tag wise for the knives that they sell. Um, I can make a fair argument that the fit and finish on them is impeccable. And if you get ones with wood scales, like wood is wood, and I've said this in the video on the Finch Buffalo Tooth that they actually sent me. So that yeah, I've my very first Finch knife was the Buffalo Tooth, and not the first one I handled. I love the reciprocity. I got to play around with Beard of Dooms. He let me check his out, so that was cool. I really like that knife. There's another one in the future that I'm super looking forward to, and that's the Hellfire. So I believe that one's gonna drop maybe end of August, September, hopefully before October, hopefully before my birthday. But yeah, I think that might be the next one that they've got lined up to go. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, they don't always, change their minds a little bit from which one to the which one. But the one that I got that I ordered last week and arrived today um, is the Finch Shiv. Now, I've not been in prison. I don't personally know anybody who has spent a long time in prison. I don't have any friends, close friends. Um, but is is this kind of resemblant of a shiv? Would a prisoner, a long-term prisoner, say, "Hey, yeah, hell yeah, I would use that as a shiv"? Let's see, ergos. Good. It's kind of got with the handle. It's got just that little bit of upsweep and a large back end. Ideally, the larger back end kind of helps keep the your position on it, like so. Um, if you have it in this grip, it kind of feels good like that, and you put your thumb on the back end of it, and you got nice drive, got nice tension there to stabby, right? So, yeah, interesting knife, interesting name for a folding knife. So there you got the Shiv, SHIV on there. It is a 14C28N blade steel, not their 154 cm. So yeah, so you got more the best budget friendly steel out there these days. Uh, Wonderful steel. Um, it's a liner lock, and they have the one that's uncoated with I believe it might have been micarta. It was either micarta or G10. I don't remember. But this is the that translucent G10. Um, and that on the black looks pretty slick, I thought. So this was the one that I chose to get. Um, yeah, the looks elegant, closed. Yeah, hold on a second. Kids are being a little loud. Alrighty, I'm back. A little bit of chaos going on. We'll have to dig deeper into that later. But yeah, so cool knife. Interesting that since it's a budget knife, and as he explained to me, um, the gentleman from Finch, uh, there's quite a bit that goes into getting and having their logo put into the handle. It's not the cheapest way of doing it, but it makes it look the best, and the material of that logo and its reflectiveness, its glowing capabilities is really cool. Um, so yeah, it's added cost for them. So um, he felt that in doing this knife and keeping with the mindset of a shiv being, what it is and not being some fancy thing, um, just a very, very useful tool. Um, and putting a more budget steel on there and getting that price down to a nice price to be able to get more people to purchase a Finch knife and get a feel for what Finch is doing. Um, really cool. Really like it. It does have a it's not just a folded over pocket clip. It is a milled pocket clip. It's a nice clip. So yeah, I love this color scheme, and the flipper tab has jimping all the way up and around it, so that is sweet. And therefore, when it's opened, you've got good jimping right here at an angled, kind of like an angled ramp. Here, you can see it better when I put it in front of my cowboy hat, right? Yeah. So you see that? So that gives you a great spot to put your pointer finger um, and use the heck out of this blade. It's very sweet, very, very sweet. And they are crazy sharp, crazy sharp. Yeah, you can't really see the hair. But yeah, now I got a bald spot on my arm. Yeah, it's it looks pokey, but it's really not. It doesn't stick out all that far. It really doesn't. I mean, yeah, I would agree. It definitely looks pokey, but it doesn't stick out super far. So I've seen. Let's see. Let's compare it to another knife that I have that has. Let's see. Where is it? Where'd it go? I mean, this guy doesn't has kind of a pokey flipper tab, and it's not really. It doesn't stick out any more than this guy does on the um, Nessie, the Urban EDC Nessie. I love this knife. Um, so yeah, I think it's really. I don't think it's too bad, and I like the knife. I think it's very different, very unique, and I love that Warncliffe blade shape, of course, and the color scheme is really sweet on this one. I like it. I like it, and it's not less than $90. Less than $90. That is, yeah, for a Finch, right? Less than $90 for a Finch. That's a pretty swell deal. That is pretty good. More people be able to check out what Finch does by purchasing this knife. Yeah, awesome. So cool. I actually got this in the mail a couple days ago, or technically last night. It was supposed to first arrive on Wednesday, then it got delayed till Thursday. But nevertheless, I waited till today to open it so that I could share it with you guys. So yeah, really cool. I like it. I really like it a lot. The G10 is smooth. It's definitely translucent. I mean, I can see the inner scales. It's really hollowed out pretty good. Yeah, The milled out liners are definitely milled out. I don't know exactly how light it is, but it's definitely under 3 ounces. It's probably around 2.7, 2.8 ounces. But yeah, nice and light, really good. Needs a drop of oil and broken in. Yeah. So there will be a video. I'm going to take it apart and really, dive into it. And I'll do a little bit more thorough video on it later. But yeah, super sweet. The Shiv by Finch. Not a normal Finch. Cool. And of course, oh, check this out. I like this. I like this. That's their sticker. How cool is that? Is the jail cell with the little keyhole too. The Shiv. I like this sticker. That's awesome. That's brilliant. I love that. That is cool. I'll have to find something to put that on. that's I love it. That's super cool. And of course, flipping the Finch, bird with the knife, and then their little mission statement, Finch warranty mission statement, and Band-Aid. So really cool, really cool. That's awesome. Yeah, and it just comes in a box, typical box, cut out for the knife and everything. So yeah, cool, really sweet. I like it. Yeah, they call it Ghost Green Translucent G10. Ghost Green. That's cool. That's a nice knife. I like that. I'm going to carry that tomorrow. Cool. Yeah. Needs a little bit of oil. Be a little more drop shotty. Sweet. All right. All right, let me read what y'all are saying. Oh, Dopey, sweet. I messaged Doom a little while ago and was like, dude, we need to meet up sometime. I just don't know when we're gonna get around to it. I've been super busy. Family's been super busy. Had to take my parents to the airport the other day because they flew out to Amsterdam, all the way on the other side of the world. Amsterdam. They're doing a cruise through the Iceland, Netherlands region area. They're going to be on the cruise ship for like 21 days or something like that, which is the longest they've ever been on a cruise ship. So that'll be interesting for them. But they went to when they arrived in Amsterdam, they went to the maritime museum that they had there, and then they ate at a nice spot on a river under a bridge, and then went to bed because they was tired from traveling. So yeah, I'm a little jealous that they get to go do that and see that part of the world. I'd love to see. Well, I like to see any other part of the world, but that's cool that they're going and doing that, getting to see that. One day, maybe. Yeah. Dopey, stay out of trouble, man. Nah, he's good. Doom will keep him in check. Yeah, y'all are jealous. Gee, Zorro, my dog's got the sneezing fits over here. What are you saying? What point did Goondocks make? Dye them? No, I'm not gonna dye this. I like that. I think that looks pretty clean. I don't really have. I have one other knife that was a. Hold on, I'll grab it. Let me grab it. So I have another knife. The only other knife so far that I have purchased that is a that arrived came and with that jade greenish translucent G10, and I dyed it a I put a touch of gray to it to make it more gray. The camera really doesn't quite do it justice. In person, it definitely looks a good bit more gray. So I did that to this one. Um, but I think I'm gonna leave this guy as it is. I like the I'm kind of digging the translucentness of it, and if I dye it a color, then it loses that um, translucent effect a good bit when you dye it, especially if you dye it darker, which I would end up doing. So I'm gonna leave it like this. I kind of like it like this, and it'll be my first. But yeah, if you don't know, this is the Kubi Royale. Great knife. It is D2. Y'all know who that designer is, right? Everybody should know Colin Martin. But yeah, so that'll be interesting. That'll be nice to have. I tell you, I do have a knife that I am going to dye. I do have a knife that I will be dyeing. It's another Kubi. It is not what the box says it is. What it is actually. Kubi kind of did something weird. They gave two different knives, one that's discontinued and outdated, and the other one is a new slightly newer knife. I tried to order a Kubi Titius, or Titius, however you care to pronounce it. I like the one that makes the reference to boobies, personally. But yeah, the KU332J model. This particular knife is AUS 10 and G10. And yeah, so I ordered off of White Mountain Knives a red handled, black bladed. What was the steel? I want to say it was probably D2. I don't know. I'd have to look at it again. Let me see. I tell you what. I can. Nope, not that. Sorry. Back. Inbox. So I ordered a Titius, a Kubi Titius, when about 2 weeks ago, and when it arrived, it was not a Titius. It was another Kubi, and it was. I'm having to look it up here because I totally forgot what the no. Not that. Order confirmations. I might have deleted the conversation. Let me just go to White Mountain Knives. It starts. The name of the knife starts with a D. It's the Kubi. No, it's not the Drake. What was it? Kubi D U. Yeah, there it is. Duroc. The Kubi Duroc. Here, yeah. So I ordered a Kubi Titius or Titius, and what arrived was the Kubi Duroc, which is a weird name, but I don't know what that means, and I haven't bothered to look it up. So, yeah, the Kubi Duroc, and it's in the tan digital camo on the handle. So I was thinking about dyeing this guy and going for a dark blue, a nice midnight blue color. What do y'all think about that? And it'll end up being a little bit on the teal because of the greens on it. Maybe, I don't know. Well, it'll be interesting to see how it comes out. How well I can get a dark blue in it. But what do y'all think? Yeah, should I do that? A nice dark blue. That's what I was thinking. So yeah. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to do a little video on it. Anybody got one of these? Yeah. So it was not White Mountains. It was not Justin's fault at White Mountain. It was not his fault. They put I don't know. I don't know what happened. He believes that they put that it was Kubi's goof, but I'm still questioning that because the sticker on here says exactly. I think Kubi messed up in their model numbers. Is where Kubi goofed. Because it says type OS 10 plus G10, so and color camo. So this is right in its description of this knife. But yeah, if you punch in that model number, you also get the budget Kubi Titius knives pop up for that model number. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal was, but he didn't have any more of the red Titius in stock. So I was just like, you know what? For the deal that it was, and the fact that this is supposedly a slightly more expensive knife than the budget Titius, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this and give it away in the future. So it'll be a giveaway at some point in the future. So if you want it, just know that it will be given away. So yeah, deep carry pocket clip, OS 10A steel, and I'm gonna go for the really dark blue. So yeah, see, and I'm not the only one it happens to. It's it happens when production companies, large quantities are produced, and boxing, and it happens. It happens. Yeah. Oh, we're going out tonight. Dopey, you're not the only one going to go listen to some live music, a live band. The wife and I are going to go out on the bike and go to on the motorcycle and just downtown. And do you want to eat dinner at home and then just get like an appetizer and drinks?
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we'll do. She answered that one pretty quick. So yeah,
they really got good Philly cheesesteak sandwiches though.
They do?
Yes.
Well, maybe we could just split one.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're going out. The wife and I are going out tonight. And
did you see my message about tomorrow?
No, I didn't.
It's $25 per ticket though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's not free.
Ouch. What?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had to talk to Cliff.
Oh, you did?
I said you might have to.
Oh.
See if he can
I doubt he could get us free tickets. I have a buddy. I have a friend of mine that I worked with for like 2.5 years, and we've been friends since. That plays bass guitar in a handful of bands in town here locally, and so we're going out, but that one of his bands is one of the ones playing, and got good music. So they're one of the bands he plays in is playing tonight at one location, and then tomorrow night or evening, one of the other bands he's in is playing. And where's it at? It's on St. Simon's.
This thing is on the music festival.
Oh yeah, it's for the music festival that they're doing, and it's $25 to get to the music festival.
It's $25 per person.
He ain't gonna be doing. Cliff can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, especially since we have kids.
Yeah, we only have all the kids.
It's from like 3 to 9.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure out something else to do tomorrow night. Yeah. Okay. But yeah.
I make all the plans, guys.
The wife likes to make all the plans, but
he just goes with it.
Not always, though.
Not always.
There's plenty of trips that I've made all the plans, and you've been like, "Wow, okay," and then you just go with it.
Sometimes that's right. Yeah, more money for the drinks.
Yeah.
Because I'm not driving. I can drink. And he doesn't get drunk.
But hey, there's Brand New American. Drive safe, brother. Don't run over anybody.
I would love to go see Kill Switch Gage. That's good, man. I know who they are. Is it Pedro? Whatever his name is.
I don't know. I don't know who they are.
You don't know who that band is?
Nah.
Ooh. I know Kill Switch and Amnesia.
I've heard of Kill Switch. I just don't know who they are. I've just heard of the name of the band.
No, I'm listening to some of their music.
You've listened to their music?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's our hard rock.
Good for you. Don't the car.
That was during my emo stage.
During what? Oh.
My emo stage.
Shh.
They're a good band, though.
Does every girl go through an emo stage at some point? I'd
but
be.
They are a good band, though.
I'd be afraid of my daughter Zoe going through an emo stage. I don't know if I could handle that.
They're a good band, though.
I really don't think I could handle that. Yeah.
I like those breaking genuine.
Did I get an answer from you? Ask the Test Kids. Did you answer me about whether or not you got my package in the mail? I was just curious if you did.
We're gonna go hit at the gym for a little bit.
You and Michelle?
And Cassie. Cody doesn't want to go.
Oh.
He's in a mood. Even though it would probably be good for him.
No, it's okay. You don't need to go. You gonna take the girls?
Riley wants to go swimming.
Oh, so are y'all gonna swim?
Yes.
Oh, fuckers.
Well, I mean...
I'd love to go swim.
You're on your live.
I know, and I was late, and I haven't even been on for an hour yet.
Well, that's up to you.
Oh.
You can always meet us over there.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
We're going to go to the Y.
To the Y.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's the Y.
It's free.
Yeah, it's free.
For us.
Sweet. Oh,
now.
Okay. They said 9 p.m. They don't know that late, so tomorrow most likely. We'll see. We'll see. What was the name of that movie that we watched last night?
It was The Outlaws on Netflix.
The Outlaws.
Oh, it was hilarious.
On Netflix. Okay.
I don't think it was appropriate for kids.
So we watched. Who picked the movie?
I did.
You did? Yeah, shame on you. Man, we just did bad last night.
It was so inappropriate for the kids.
Well, first of all, we started off our evening from when we got home from a late beach outing. When we got home
Mike, you gotta
last
watch
night, the wife and I took a shower, and and my little suburban little man, 6-year-old, took a peeky weeky and caught us.
You got the look of shame.
And we were given the look of shame.
And we got on to him.
So yeah, that was not good. That he got previewed to that for a second, and then the wife went and picked this terrible movie. It has had Pierce Brosnan in it. And I forget, it was a Happy Madison film or whatever with that what's his name? So it was a Billy Madison deal. Crap, I can't think straight. So yeah, it was awkward. But this movie was terrible in the fact that it was like bad humor and dirty humor and not appropriate for young kids at all whatsoever. Do not suggest in watching this movie with kids under the age of 16. Because but yeah, it was bad. It was funny though, but it was not a good movie for kids to see. Not a good movie for them to see at all. Have any of y'all ever made that mistake, or your parents made that mistake with you? They put on a movie that they thought would be fine, and it ended up not being fine for you to watch. My parents did that with the movie Titanic, and when I was like 11, I think 10 or 11, and I got to see, the painting drawing that he did, and I got to see that part. They didn't skim over it or anything because it was on. It was at that time you could not do that very easily or quickly, and I got to see the whole deal in the stagecoach in the car in the cargo bay. So yeah, I got to see that much sooner than I should have. I was previewed to that at an early age. There was probably one or two other movies that were not appropriate for me at the time. Yeah, paint me like one of your friends. So, yeah. Yeah, that made for one heck of an evening last night. But yeah, so we're going out tonight, the wife and I. The kids are gonna stay home and watch a movie and be supervised, not by us. What else is there to tell y'all? Like I said, I ordered my mayhem, so I'm excited about that. Oh, there is another knife, and I kind of promised him. I pretty much did promise him. It's let me. What the heck? What the heck are you doing? All right. Present, share screen. I am getting the hang of this slowly. Like each time I feel like I'm a little faster, I'm a little bit better at doing this. But if y'all haven't got wind of Aurora Knife and Tool, really cool dude. And this is a really interesting knife. It's a very clean look. I love the compound grind there. Reminds me of, even though it's a totally different blade shape, it does remind me of the EMP EDC relative, the relative blade, in the way the compound grind is in the soft transitioned Tonto style blade shape. Love the big open thumb flicking fuller deal there, and got its flipper tab, but the lock mechanism is designed with the pivot. But not in a way you would think. But yeah, this is, and he came up with some really fun names for it. The knife is called the Truffle, uh, or Truffles, whatever. Um, so yeah, fun name for the knife, and it's release dates or deets as he put here. It's a Kickstarter, so I know not so many people are thrilled about Kickstarters, but he's it's it's gonna happen. He's gonna sell them, and he told me when I talked to him at Blade Show that the manufacturer is going to do a rather quick spit out, like they've actually already started making them. So the Kickstarter is set to launch on August 2nd, and the price is going to be $189. For an early bird on the 2nd, if you place your Kickstart order on the 2nd itself, you'll get the $10 off. It'll be $179. If you wait till the 3rd or later that week or the next week, it'll be the $189. So sign up for their newsletter. There's the specs: 8.1 overall, 3.4-inch blade, 4.7-inch handle. So handle for days. If you got big mitts. Weight is 4.2 ounces. But honestly, when I had it in my hand, because he's only got the one proto, didn't feel like 4 ounces. It felt a little bit less. It felt more like a 3.7 to me. S35VN hollow ground blade, titanium handle, and look at the name of the lock. The lock is called the Roundhouse lock. It's a partial leaf liner lock with the pivot button lock release. It's an interesting lock. I think he's done a live or two and explained it and shown it, and he's had some diagrams of it up before. But yeah, check him out on Instagram. If you got Instagram, he's got quite a number of pictures, and he just recently, today or yesterday, he did a short video clip, montage video clip with the knife that is quite funny, and he did a little insert of Chuck Norris kicking in the direction of the lock, and that was cute. That was kind of funny. So yeah, meet Truffles. Check it out. I honestly I love S35VN. I think that's a great steel, and with titanium and a compound grind, on a full size knife like that, 3.4-inch blade. I think that 179, 189. That's a good price. That's a fair price, especially for it being his very first knife. But yeah, really cool. I think Neves Knives, because he did send his proto out to a handful of YouTubers. I think Neves Knives got a hold of it at one point and did a video on it. So maybe you can find that. But he talks about the lock, points out how the lock works, and it's cool. It's cool. It's very interesting. It's not like any of the other button lock or pivot lock mechanism knives that other companies are doing. This thing is entirely one of its own, one of a kind, done in a very, very different way. That is really sweet and very durable, very strong. The way the lockup is done for it, it's good. It's cool. So check that out. Check out Aurora Knife and Tool. He's already got other stuff up on his website that you can order. Let me see what all does he have. You go to his store on the website, and he's got some Gear Boy patch. Here, let me share again. Let me share again. So yeah, so he's got the Gear Boy patches, Game Boy patches. He's got a funny shirt, magnets, other pouches, some coins with the do or do not. There is no try thing. Yeah, he's got some wee banter patches up there. So yeah, check him out. Check him out. And what's cool about the wee banter patches, he's a nerd, like a lot of us knife guys are. We're kind of nerds. So check out the wee do up on the handle part for the patch, this knife patch. Isn't that funny? Isn't that cool? He was a really neat guy. He was a lot of fun to talk to. We had some good conversation, and love his personality. Really cool guy. Really cool. So that is possibly whether that's going to be my next thing. Yeah, exactly. Pretty fly. It's a wee. It's a wee. If you have a fat pee, now you have a wee. Yeah, good stuff, fun stuff. You know, I actually have a long time ago. I did a video on my channel about the Kershaw Blur. I didn't really like the knife. I didn't care for it. It was not something I liked. I felt like the width of the handle was too wide for comfort for me. Like this part of the handle on the Blur was too wide for how thin the handle was. The scales are not contoured; they're flat. I didn't care, and the traction crap, the inlays that they put on the handle, I didn't really like that much. So, yeah. But yeah, check out the take a look at the truffles. I kind of I'm trying not to have my mind pop up truffle shuffle from the Goonies. So that's not where he got the name for this knife from, surprisingly. But yeah, really cool knife. Definitely excited for it. I like it when it has a good profile when it's closed too. You can Spidey flick, underhand flick this thing like crazy. And you can. It's not a good front flipper, but you can, if with a little bit of figuring out placement and how to hold the knife, you can front flip it. It's just not. I mean, he was trying to add that extra deployment option without changing the profile of it and the way the lock worked. So yeah, it was kind of, I'm assuming maybe a bit of an afterthought, but nevertheless, if you're really good at front flipping, you can probably figure it out and then you got that option as an opening mechanism if you really want it as a for fidget factor sake. But yeah, the 50th anniversary Buck 110. Neil, are you signed up with Buck for their Buck of the Month thing that they do? They take every month Buck knives. They take a knife, and they dress it up in a different way and advertise it as being the Buck of the Month. And you can sign up and get their newsletter. I have never bought one of their Buck of the Month knives, but it's interesting to see what they do, which models or designs they pick, and what they do with it. So yeah, USA made Focho. Yep, you have to appreciate that. My favorite USA made knife, of course. We'll go ahead. We're done with the truffles. We've seen it. My favorite USA made knife, and with them, you know for an absolute fact that it is done entirely in the USA. So yeah, that I very much love about this knife and that company, Spartan Knives. And for being on washers, hell yeah. Hell yeah. This thing is smooth. It's not drop shutty, but it is smooth. It is so smooth. Very satisfyingly smooth. Really, really sweet knife. Yeah. It's one of my grails too. It's the only grail knife that I own. So some of my other grail knives are knives that I would absolutely love to have that are very pristine, high priced knives, but because of their price points and because there are other knives that are less expensive that kind of put the check in the box just as easily, I don't and will not end up getting those grail knives as much as I'd love to have them. There's just I can satisfy the craving for those knives with other knives that are much closer to being within my budget. Being within my budget and what I'm willing to spend. But this one, I finally, after thinking about it and looking at model after model, design print that they put on them, I finally was like, I gotta get one. I gotta have one. All right. So yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock. That's when I'm gonna go ahead and close it off here in a couple minutes. Start saying goodbyes, everybody. Start saying goodbyes. Thank you for popping in. Brand new. You cannot do that at the Y. Sorry. Cannot do that. They'd kick us out in a heartbeat. But yeah. So that's all I got for y'all today. It's Friday. Y'all have a great weekend. No, honey, I'm not doing a call today. I'm not doing a giveaway today. I did a giveaway last week, or whatever. So, no giveaway today. Next Friday, I will do a giveaway. Next Friday. So, y'all make sure you tune in to next Friday's live because I will do a giveaway next Friday. Yeah. I got some flashlights. I got some knives. I got some other little goodies. So yeah, there will be a giveaway next Friday. So again, thank you all for dropping in. Very, very sorry that I was late in trying to get the yard mowed that I had been procrastinating on for so dang long, pretty much all week. But yeah. No, pretty fly, not not fleshlights. Are you single too? I didn't know you were single. But alrighty. Uh Hey Todd, I didn't know you was in here. Yeah. Hand pink waving. Catch you next time. Don't forget to hit the likes. Yeah, y'all hit that thumbs up button for me as you leave. And alrighty. I guess I'm gonna pack this thing up and throw a bathing suit on. I don't know. If I really want to go to the pool. I just spent so much time in the sun yesterday at the beach, and then I mowed the yard I spent an hour and 10 minutes mowing the front yard. Yeah, it takes me about an hour and 10 minutes mow the front yard, and then it takes me about 45 to 50 minutes to mow the backyard with a riding mower. Yes, my darling, you will be in Texas. Do fleshlights get stretched out? You really don't know the answer to that, Tactical Terry? Yes and no. A good one does not. They can get temporarily stretched, but once you let it sit for a day or two, it'll go back to its original fresh out of the box shape. They eventually get worn out. And you need to buy a new one. We like our toys. We like our toys. I was just gonna say that. We like our toys. My wife and I's love life is full of joyous adventures, a little bit of experimentation, changing it up, keeping it lively, making it fun. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. She's listening to me. She's probably beat red in the face. Yeah. Alrighty. I'm gonna leave y'all with those thoughts. And maybe see one or two of y'all in my life next week. The rest of y'all are like, oh my god, we don't need to know that. All right, y'all take care. Y'all have a good weekend. Be safe. Find something to do. Don't be what do you call it? The people that just sit in their house all the damn time and don't ever go anywhere. Don't be a homebody. That's what it is. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. So yeah, y'all have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for joining me today. Love you. Peace out.